Hi, good evening, everyone. We'll wait for others to join. Then we'll start the session. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any questions on the previous sessions, we can answer. Session. Okay, let me know. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, thank you. So again, welcome to session today. So today we are, day before yesterday, we have started IS 103, which is safety engineering 2. So here, basically, in engineering 2, it is going to cover the safety of various industries, like the safety with respect to the agriculture, safety with respect to the engineering industry, safety with respect to the construction industry, safety with respect to the what you call dock sector, in the dockyards, etc., etc. Okay. Today, we'll discuss about safety in construction industry. Second. Sign up. Sign. Any question?
हाँ सर
हाँ बोलिए.
हाँ సార్ చెప్పండి సార్
మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉందా?
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్పండి సార్
ఓకే ఓకే. So this unit safety engineering 2, it is completely about the various sector safety. Engineering, like I can say that various types of manufacturing processes and the hazards with respect to those process and also safety precautions. In this, we will cover construction, metal, dock, agriculture, textile industry, etc. Okay. And today we'll start with safety in construction. So if you see the philosophy of construction work should be based on the following points. It is about how we can implement safety in a construction industry or the construction sector. Construction range approach, mining, ఇదేమంటారు, రోడ్ వర్క్స్ అవ్వచ్చు, మల్టీ స్టోర్ బిల్డింగ్స్ అవ్వచ్చు, డ్యామ్స్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఇది వచ్చేసి n number of activities ఉంటాయి. It is not about construction only, building a construction. There we have again interior comes in, cable laying comes in, even laying of the marbles, painting, so many activities which is included in this construction. For the implementation of safety in this construction field, so we should have a safety policy statement and also strict adherence to it. So if you see most of the construction companies, they will give their activities to the subcontractors or subcontracting company. Excuse me. So they'll not have any practices in place. Being a small company, or they are not adherence to any safety practices, or they feel like safety is an expensive matter, so they won't follow anything. So basically what we have to check is any construction company, they should have a safety policy. I think this we have discussed in our, I think, initial sessions in IS 101 management safety. So what are the points we'll cover in safety policy? Safety policy lo mana emuntundi general data. I think it is also one of the legal requirement as per the Factories Act also. What are the points to be covered? Even the points to be covered in safety policy is also explained in ISO also. If I'm not wrong, the clause number 5.2 or 5.3. Anybody can give insights of what are the points will be or to be covered in safety policy?
Safe work environment.
Okay, saying that we will provide safe work to our employees. Okay, you mean to say that we'll remove all the hazards? Okay,
PPEs and training should be given to
okay.
them. And induction.
Any other points? Okay, fine. Basically, in safety, we will cover about we will give safe environment, or will provide safe workplace to our workers to avoid the accidents. Then we will say that we are committed not to pollute the environment with our operations. Then we'll say that we will follow all legal requirements which is applicable to our manufacturing process. Then we'll say that we will make the people know about our policies and commitments, and also we will train our people, enhance their knowledge or improve their performance by providing the proper trainings, etc. These are the some of the points we will generally incorporating safety policy. So if you see, once the policy starts, once the policy is in picture, then by taking down the actions, we'll have procedures, we'll have working instructions, we have checklists, we have audits. Everything will be aligned with the safety policy. The safety cannot be delegated, it is a line function. As I mentioned in the, we have seen line function, staff function in IS 101. It should not be delegated. Safety is everybody's responsibility. Safety is everybody's responsibility. It is an integral part of all the project activities. We can't say that, okay, being the client is so strict, here we have to have a safety policy, safety officer, team, etc., etc. It is about everyone or every project should have a safety plan, or it has to be incorporated in their project plan itself. A good planning and also advice and discussion with contractor and also subcontractor are essential at the design and initial stage. So all the planning with respect to safety, it has to be done in the initial stage itself. We have to discuss all our subcontractors, stating that, okay, these are the points you have to follow, you have to implement it again. Then safety ensures success with satisfaction. Work permit system is designed for all the hazardous works. All construction accidents should be recorded, reported, and also investigated for the purpose of safety and also costing. So all the construction accidents, so every accident has to be reported and investigated. Then we have to take the proper corrective action. Standards, codes, and also statutory provisions must be followed, and safety manuals should be prepared for contractors, workers, and also supervisors. And apart from that, education, training, and also supervision for a safe work methods and also use of safe tools and equipment. So we have to train our people, we have to educate them, and we have to monitor them for the improving safety culture. Okay. Now we'll see what type of hazards will be present, or the chances of the potential of hazards in construction industry. One is fall of persons, a fall from height, fall through the pipeline, collapse of scaffolds, structural failure, and also tripping. And fall from height may be due to the non-use or failure of the safety belts, lack of proper access, or non-use of proper ladders. And fall through the opening may be due to the unguarded openings or poor guarding. And collapse of scaffold by the due to improper design, no toe boards, no means of access, minimum dimensions are a board width of 6 inches thickness, and also first and guardrail height is 30 to 36 inches. So these are the various reasons for a person fall from height. Then fire. Due to welding, gas cutting, smoking, gas cylinders or scattered wooden materials, rubbish, paints and thinners, and also a temporary shed. These all will be the causes of fire accidents. The electrocution, electric shock, burns, damaged cable, no earthing, no ELCB, no use of 3-pin sockets, plugs, etc. And material handling, no training, excessive weight lifting, improper or failure of lifting tackles, and also slings. So material handling also one of the critical activity in construction industry. So, and also here, the day to day, the hazards will change, not even day to day, for every movement. For example, 1 hour, if you see the another by the next hour, the things will change in construction industry. Because it is prone to improvement of activity. Every hour, the works get progress, resulting the accidents also or the potential hazards also will be present. Then transport accidents, untrained drivers are not obeying the traffic rules and reversing without signaling, over speed and speed breakers, poor brakes and also poor lighting. So transportation of materials, while transporting a material also, there is a chance of hazards. Untrained drivers are not obeying the traffic rules, even though the traffic rules are defined, but still the drivers are not obeying to that. That is also leads to accidents. Then PPEs are not using helmets and safety shoes, hand gloves, and safety belts, or respirators. Then others will be noise, dust, gas, fumes or cavings, night works, and overtime, and also intoxication. These all will be the hazards with respect to the construction industry. If you see, as we seen yesterday, the work permit, every construction industry, not only construction, every manufacturing industry or every industry definitely have a safety work permit practice. So already we have seen yesterday different types of permits. If you see, this is one of the sample permit with respect to construction activity purely. If you see SWP will be the safe work permit reference number. They have project section where they are issuing it and expiry, due date expiry. Then name of the person, designation also, the company detail will be there. Then description, nature of activity. Here we'll give their nature of, oh sorry, let me just take this. Yeah. In this portion, we will write the description of activity, which means what we are going to do, what activity we are going to perform. Then equipment, tool, or to be used. So what are the equipments they are using here? Then probable hazard risk. So what kind of risk the people are having, which is means, as we discussed yesterday, the risk assessment or hazard identification, what is going to happen. Then following safety measures or precautions are necessary to have been taken care. So here it is about the, once you have identified the hazards, then here you will refer the type of safety precautions to be followed. Okay, here with respect to the safety or hazards identified in the, here we will identify the relative safety precautions. Okay, these are all the safety precautions we used to tick, which is required. Then they will sign on the permit, permittee, and also site engineer, and site engineer are with respect to the issuing authority. Now we'll see construction safety checklist. So that here we'll have clear understanding of some set of requirements with respect to the safety in construction industry. If you see here, helmets to by all the users. So all the users means what? Here, even though the security personnel who is monitoring the security activities in the construction site, those people also should be used construction equipment. Then safety belt by the during the work if the height is more than 2 meters. It is not about 2 meters, it is about the 1.80 meters. So whenever there are activities happening above ground level, 1.8 meters and above, the safety belt has to be used. And static lines are provided to facilitate the hooking of the safety belts. Static lines in the sense, the lifelines. Then safety net are provided where the scaffolds are feasible. Then scaffolds are in good condition and ladders are used. So whatever the ladders we are using, it has to be in good condition. Hand tools are of the standard type and also maintained properly. And power tools are in good condition and also supplied through ELCBs, electrical circuit breakers, to safeguard the people. Then grinding machines are with guards, which means the wheel guards. Welding machines and also cables are in good condition. Gas cylinders of cutting and also sets are provided with the from the spark and hose of the cutting sets and pressure regulators and also pressure gauges are in good working condition with the leak proof. And also good insulation, earthing and also ELCB are maintained in electrical installations. Cranes are in good working condition. Lifting tackles are in good working condition. Crane is operated by a competent operator and also the standard signaling and also rigging practices are to be followed. Whoever the operators are there, they have to get it trained. Then area where the heavy erection is done, it has to be barricaded. Then area where the load is lifting and also suspended by the crane is also be barricaded, and also fire hazards are taken care by the combustible and also removed from the site of immediate vicinity. So whenever we are doing the construction activity, the combustible, whenever we are doing hard work activity, in and around the combustible material has to be removed. And the fire extinguishers has to be provided, and the floor openings are protected and also covered or guarded. And the procedure for a critical job is available. Also, following procedure in the sense JSA or any other hazard identification procedures are in place. Persons employed on the process requires skill. Whoever is employed or whoever is authorized to do that activity, they are trained enough. Vessel entry permits are taken for the confined space entry. Also, safety permits are taken to work at height. So, based on the activity, we have to take the permits. Okay. Now we'll see what are some of the good practices to be followed in construction industry. That is, one is good housekeeping. This is very much required and it is very essential in construction industry, because the accumulation of the waste, because here the waste also very high from the construction activity. Whenever the waste gets accumulated, it has to be removed or cleared as early as possible. So we see the good housekeeping program should include a speedy removal of the scrap, waste, debris, loose and also unused materials at regular intervals, and the proper storage of materials, tools and equipments, removal of nails from the lumbers, which is the wooden pieces or the shuttering material before stacking. Otherwise, what will happen? There will be a chance while they are doing any alteration on the wooden pieces, while they are cutting with any wooden cutter, if any nails are there in that wood, it leads to accident. Cleaning of the floor and also the passageways, stains, etc., to remove oil, water, dust, etc., sand, ash, or sawdust, and also the proper absorbers can be used. The container should be provided for the collection and also separation of the waste, and also flammable hazards. Waste should be covered and also safely disposed of. Then after completion of any job, then excessive material, tools and also equipment should be lifted and also placed in their proper place. The piles of materials should be stable and also properly supported. Throwing of the material should be avoided. If it is being thrown, the warning signals should be given. Sometimes what will happen, there is no the way for the material to bring down. They finally choose that okay, हम लोग ऊपर से उसको फेंक देते हैं. So they think that okay, we'll throw from the top. So if at all it is to be thrown, we have to provide proper barricade in that area. We have to keep one person who monitor that activity. Okay. Then proper painting and also color coding should be followed for the respective areas and also the signages. And then at least at the beginning of the end of the shift, the supervisor should take an around to check all the points which we have discussed. So the shift supervisor or the area owner has to go for a checking to make sure that the things are placed in order. Now we'll see some of the statutory provisions with respect to this construction industry. If you see the section 7 of part chapter 28, building and other construction workers regulations 1996, and also the central rules 1998. They are talking about the requirement of health and safety in construction workers, and also the workers more than 500 and more, the safety officer is required. And if it is in a, they are talking about the latrines and urinal facilities also, it is more than 250, where they have to provide the latrines and urinal facilities as well. If it is comes to industries, it should be the minimum 1,000 people are there they have to have a safety officer. For every increment of 500, you have to add additional safety person. Then what are the various machines is used in construction sector? So definitely we use lifting appliances and gear, transport and earth moving, and also material handling equipments also. And also we use plant machinery equipments and other hand tools. Okay, we'll see what and all we use with respect to the lifting appliances. We will use pulleys, chain pulley blocks, and also the winches, hoists, derricks, gin poles, etc. In the transportation of earth movers, we'll use the bulldozers, scrappers, pavers, road rollers, etc. With respect to the plant machinery, we use the concrete mixtures, vibrators, pneumatic compressors, and also pneumatic tools, etc. we use in the in part of plant machinery. Now we'll see in detail way. Like pulleys. So pulleys will use we'll select the pulley as per the requirement. Steel and nylon rope should be used together for the grooves should be uniform and also smooth, and the rope or either wire or fiber rope should be run freely, and sheaves and sharp hooks and also the pins should be checked before use of any lubrication shall be provided when it is necessary. and the sheave should be rotated freely. The sheaves, and this is the rotating part in between the pulleys should run very freely, and also the shaft should be free from any defect and also the crack. Worn out shafts should not be used, and anchorage should be firm and also strong, and anti-twister should be used to prevent the rubbing and also the ropes with one another. So anti-twister, in the sense, we put in between one piece of this thing, so that it will not allow the two ropes to come in contact. Then chain pulley blocks. Chain pulley blocks, we know it is a small set of equipment will attach on the anchorage point. From there, will connect to a chain pulley block for the lifting of a material. So generally it will have a hook and also a lengthy chain. So by pulling the chain, the material gets up. So it is also depends on, we have to check for the capacity of the chain pulley block. Based on that, we have to work. And also, it is also one of the legal requirement that all the chain pulley blocks has to be inspected by the competent authority from the third party. It is in once in 12 months. Okay. Then transport machinery with respect to the earth moving and also material handling equipment. All the vehicles and also earth moving and material handling equipment should have the following general provisions. One is there should be a good design, sound in material and also construction, adequate strength and maintain in good working order. The principles of safety and also ergonomics should be considered in design and operation. And the operators or drivers should be well trained, medically examined, physically fit, and above 18 years of age. And they should have a competent, reliable, and also follow the signaling codes which are defined in the project. And helps of the authorized signals must be taken while driving backwards. Here we'll call as a flagman. So definitely every construction industry or the project will have a flagman. So what he does is he will guide the drivers while reversing the vehicle to avoid the accidents. And also they should be protected from the weather, dust, and also load being lifted and also possible accidents. Now all the vehicles should be equipped with proper lights, horns, and also the silencer, power and also handbrakes, and also the reversing alarm, and their motors, engines, brakes, gear, chassis, blades, and also the tracks, wire ropes, sheaves, and transmission part, and also the pneumatic hydraulic system should be checked daily before use. Finally, it should have proper maintenance system in place to check the condition of the vehicle. Then power shovels, and also called as excavators, they should be equipped with emergency stop device and also the two independent locking devices for the brake pedals, and also the bucket teeth should not come nearer to the boom than 40 centimeters. And safe working load of the lifting gear should be displayed in the cabin, and also the indicator should be fitted. The boom should be prevented from the swinging during the transport. If you're transporting excavator from one place to other place, we have to take care of the swinging of the boom. And the boom should not be pulled tight against the emergency stop while supporting the load. So it will also have emergency buttons. The limitation of the extending of the booms, and the wire rope should be a specified diameter, and also the construction, the safe operating radius should be not be exceeded. Okay, these are the excavators, and also the shovel should be operated as well not lose their stability, and the driver should see that no person is under, near, or raised the bucket or a grab. And when not in use, the bucket should be kept resting on the stable ground and not hanging. A truck to be loaded should be stationed at least 60 centimeter or more from the excavator when it turns. And the earthing and also fire extinguisher should be provided whenever it is necessary. So the trucks also should not come very closer to that by considering the turning radius. And also that excavator driver always ensure that there are no people in and around in the turning radius of the boom. Then bulldozers, while moving uphill, the blade should be kept low, and the blade should not be used as a brake except in emergency. In emergency cases, the blade can be used as emergency stopper. Until other than cases, they should not use as a stopper. And the blade suspension arrangement, wire rope or hydraulic system should be inspected weekly. So every week, the inspection has to be happen regarding the hydraulic systems. Then the works which will happen. So the underground works, there are two types of work: above ground, underground works used to happen in construction industry. Without excavation, our construction activity itself it will not start. So excavation is a compulsory activity, especially in construction industry. So if you see in underground works, the foundation or underground support is required for the most of the construction. Also, the method of reaching earth and also a rock stratum suitable for foundation is the excavation. In the sense, until unless you are getting a solid soil, till then we will do the excavation. It may be within or without dewatering the site, and also out of many methods, a suitable method of excavation should be selected. It depends on sometimes the groundwater availability. Within a few feet, you will get the water logging in the excavation. Based on that, we have to choose the suitable excavation method. So if you see the general precautions for the excavation, any underground work or survey of the hazards of fall of persons, soil, metal, etc., inrush of water, oil and gas, etc., adequate lighting and also ventilation of supply of fresh air inside, controlling gas, vapor, dust, etc., within safe limits, fire precautions, safe means of access, stability of the ground, position of the public utility services such as electric, telephone cables, water, gas, or severe lines. So before starting of excavation, we have to understand what kind of services which are passing through the excavating area where you are planning to excavate. We have to check for. Once it is found any specific utility which is going through, we have to isolate that specific service. Then we have